I am headed into Dollar Tree because I am in search for the bamboo wooden cutting boards. I had not seen this in such a long time. Finally got them, and we're going to start with one of them here. We're going to remove the plastic, of course. Now, the beautiful thing with these boards, you can paint them, you can stain them, cut them, whatever you want. For this first one here, we're going to keep it pretty simple, but I do want to use this gold rub buff. Now, I love using these because it adds a nice golden metallic detail without overbearing it. Now, I know in the camera here, it's hard to even see that it's making a difference, but I promise you, it's beautiful. I'm going to do the edges, but I'm also going to overlap it just a little bit towards the front, just to add a little bit of that distressed look. We're going to pair it with one of these little crates. I love finding these in the aisle for crafting supplies at Dollar Tree. I'm going to give it a quick coat of the sandstone Waverly chalk paint. And then once dry, we're going to use the same golden rub and buff, and we're just going to do the edges. We're just going to add a little bit of a distressed style. Just kind of bring them together. You know what I mean? All right, so then we're going to take these little thumbtacks. They're in a golden tone, and we're going to hammer one in each corner. This is going to make it look like it's going to be attached with the thumbtacks, but it's not. It's just more decorative. So again, one in each corner, and then we are going to attach the crate using wood glue as well as hot glue. So it's going to give me a nice permanent bond with a quick hold as well. We're going to set it towards the bottom of the cutting board, leaving about maybe a quarter of an inch to a half an inch at the bottom. I'm going to flip it over, and we're going to add a sawtooth hook because I want to be able to hang this through that. So you can also add rope if you want to hang it through that as well. We're going to use this one. I get these on Amazon, and I do have them in my Amazon store. We're just going to add it with a couple of screws, tighten it well, and then we're going to add some greenery and some florals. These are all from Dollar Tree. You can add whatever style florals you want to this. It's such an easy craft. Now, I do want to add a sticker. Now, the sticker that I'm going to add is a wooden one, and they are gorgeous. They are small, but it's perfect for these crafts. We're going to use this hello one, and we're going to use the same rub and buff, again, just to kind of tie everything together, and we're going to stain it with it, and it's just going to add that nice golden metallic look. And then because it's already sticky, we're just going to add it right there. That is it, my friends. How easy, how quick, and how gorgeous. You can also add something to the back to be able to stand it on a surface. I think that'd be perfect. But what do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take another board, of course. We're going to remove the plastic from it again. And then for this one, we are going to pair it with one of these wooden boards. You can find these at Dollar Tree year-round. I'm sure you have it at yours. It's the longer and wider one because they do have a smaller one as well. We're going to dry fit it on top of the board, and we're just going to make a few marks because I do want to cut the top angles of these boards and shape them into what will look like a church. So I'm going to take it downstairs in my miter saw and just make a few angle cuts in the corners on the cutting board, as well as cutting some X's on the plank and angle cutting those corners as well onto this one. And then when you have those cut, this is what it should look like. I'm going to lightly sand them just to make sure there's no splinters, and then we're going to wipe and dust really, really well. I'm going to use the antiquing wax by Waverly. We're just going to darken the sides. Not all of it because it's not needed. It's going to be covered by the plank. But I do want to do about 1.5 inches on each side. And then we're going to do the edges as well so that everything's nice and finished. Once that is covered, we're going to set that to the side, let it dry. And we're going to add a coat of the sandstone color again by Waverly on the plank. And we're going to let that dry. Now, because this is going to be a church, I do want to add some sort of cross. I found this stencil that I had already on hand from Essential Stencil, and I'm just going to stencil it at the top. And I'm going to use the same antiquing wax. That way it just ties in with the color. And I'm going to add very little amount on my brush and just do the kind of like a round and around technique. It works really well. And then once removed, it just looks so pretty. I also want to add what will look like a door, but I want it to look not very crisp and perfect. I want it to look painted. So that's what I'm trying to accomplish here, and I think it looked okay. So I'm just going to use the stenciling blush that I used earlier, and then we're going to do that. And I do want it to be a little bit more muted. So after I have it already painted on, I'm just going to take a rag and remove the excess, and this is just kind of make it a little bit more shadowy than paint it on. And then once I had it kind of where I want it, I'm going to use the same rag, the whatever excess I have on the rag, and we're just going to distress the edges of the plank. All right, so everything's coming together. We're going to attach this again with wood glue as well as hot glue, and we're going to attach it right in front of it. This is going to give it that very cute church design. Oh, isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. All right, so I decided that I wanted to distress a little bit the actual, like the bigger part, the bottom part. So I'm going to take the sandstone and I'm just going to do the edges. This is just going to add a little bit of dimension, and it's just going to tie everything together, I think. I think it looked very pretty. Once dry, I am going to lightly distress it with my sanding tool, just on the edges and then here and there where it needs it to give it a little bit of a distressed look. But that's optional. I always say that because I know it's not for everyone. But if you like it, go for it. It does not matter. All right, so then we're going to dust it really well. Make sure that all the dust is gone. And I'm trying to figure out how to kind of get this to stand. So I'm going to take this wooden plank. Now, this one's not from Dollar Tree, although Dollar Tree carries some of these. This one's from Hobby Lobby because I found a whole bunch for very cheap. All right, so we're going to use wood glue and hot glue and attach it to the back. And then with some of these pin nails, we're just going to attach it and secure it in place. Love this. Oh my word. It's one of my favorites from today. Love the colors, love the whole look, and how easy it was. Let me know what you think down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take another bamboo cutting board, remove the plastic, and we're going to stain the whole thing. We're going to do that. Now, if you don't have to use this stain, of course you don't. You can leave it just like this. You can paint it, whatever you want. Again, we're just going to do one coat, and we're also going to do the edges so it looks nice and finished. And then, of course, we want to put that to the side. And it doesn't take long to dry, but you do want to let it dry because otherwise it'll be too sticky. But nonetheless, once it's dry, we are going to take the same sandstone color and we're just going to add in the center. Okay, hear me out. The vision for this was one thing. What it turned out was not as crisp and as I wanted it. Let's just put it that way. Anyways, we're going to show you the process because this is what crafting is. So we're just going to add paint in the center and we're just kind of mute it down by sanding it smooth and then wiping it well. And we're going to stencil this beautiful stencil that says Saved by Grace by Essential Stencil. And we're going to use the Moss Green by Waverly Chalk Paint. Now, that being said, I wish I would have put a darker color, maybe the brown that from the stain, maybe a darker green, but it's okay. We're going to make it work. We're going to use also this little tiny stencil, also from Essential Stencil, and I'm just going to stencil and use a different colors. Now, here's where things really go south. So I love the pink color that I'm using here, but then I decided to use the antiquing wax to stencil the stem and the leaves. I quickly realized that it was bleeding through. It was too watery. I think it was because my brush was wet because I washed it. So here I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to remove some of the stain. It was a mess, I'm telling you. So then I placed it back in again, and I'm just going to use my paint markers to do the leaves and to do the little flower buds. And then once I did that, I realized, well, maybe I can just use a brown marker to kind of go over the stem. And I did, and I think it fixed it, but it was not the right tone that I wanted. So once that dried, I went on and moved on to a different tone of brown, and this one worked better. Again, not my favorite, not my best stenciling work, okay? But it is what it is. So we're going to finish it off here. We're just going to add rope. To hang it, I'm going to add a couple of faux knots to each side. This is going to make it look like it's hanging from the knots, but it will just be hanging from the back rope. So we're going to remove the excess from the top and the bottom of the knots, hot glue one to each corner, and then we're going to flip it over and add hot glue and the rope to the back. I added some tape as well so that the rope does not fray, and that's about it. Oh my gosh. So let me know what you think about this one. It's not my favorite, but this is how we learn. I think I would do a whole different stencil, but I think it looks cute. What do you think though? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take this butterfly style decal. Love this design, by the way. It's gorgeous. And we're going to use one of these larger bamboo cutting boards. This one was $5 from the Dollar Tree Plus. Love the design. I think it's just a great size, but they don't always carry them. So you can always mimic the same design with a smaller one. I'm going to lightly sand it going in the same direction as the wood grain to make it nice and smooth. Wipe it well and then remove the decal very carefully because it is paper and it will rip. I did rip a little portion of it, but I did add it after. We're going to join them together, both halves, kind of like I thought I could do it one at a time or both at the same time, but I just had to do one at a time. And then once attached, this is where I decided to add the top portion because it did rip, and that's okay. We're going to flip it over. We're going to cut off the excess from the sides using the X-Acto knife. Now for the bottom portion, I am going to add a decal that I created with a phrase. This is going to be for my daughter. So I'm just going to add a few extra little flowers to the top. And then I'm going to measure and kind of know what kind of space I have so that I can design it on Cricut Design Space. I'm going to use my Cricut Joy. Now, if you don't have a Cricut Joy, that's okay. You can use any other lettering you want or maybe a calendar page, whatever you want. While that's cutting, I'm going to cut off some of these white spaces that are in between the design. I'd rather see the wood than the white space. So that's what I'm doing here with my X-Acto knife. All right, so now we're going to weed off the excess vinyl and we're going to reveal it. I'm going to use two different colors. I'm going to use black and pink. I think it's going to complement the design very beautifully. So I'm going to use the transfer tape. And here's the pink. I think this pink is just so lovely. And I'm just going to apply it towards the bottom. That's it. We're going to do the black lettering first, and then we're going to fill it in with the pink ones. It's hard to win, hard to pin one day. I look out for you to soothe away the blues in your eyes. All right, so I am applying here the last word, and then I'm going to use the same rub and buff that I used earlier, and I'm just going to apply it on the edges. Again, it's really hard to see on camera, but I'm telling you, it makes a big difference. It just kind of looks finished in that nice metallic detail. All right, so for this one, I do want to make sure that it also hangs, so I'm just going to use one of these sawtooth hooks. This one you just hammer on, and it works really well as well. And that's it. What a gorgeous piece. Can you believe it? This is a decal from Dollar Tree. Love the phrase. My daughter loved it. Oh my gosh. But let me know what you think down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.